I've been playing Battlefront 2 since day one, and after over 1,000 hours in the game, I think it's finally time to rank every single villain from worst to best. This is no popularity contest. See, we're breaking it all down. How easy they are to pick up, how effective they are in real matches, who counters them, and when they're at their worst and their best on the battlefield. So if you're new and wondering who to start as your main, you're in the right place. And if you're also a long-time player looking to roast me in my comments section, you're also in the right spot. If you haven't checked it out already, I've already ranked the light side on my channel, and today we're going to focus on the villains. So if you want to go see that, go ahead and check out my main channel. One thing I wanted to mention that I didn't mention in the last video before we start was talked about a lot in my comments section. It's pretty important to realize that heroes play so differently depending on the mode or situation, and depending on what those are, the rankings can look completely different. I'm doing my best to generalize as the best all-around heroes, but if you guys want lists for specific modes or even guides to certain characters, let me know in the comments below. But with that, let's start at the bottom. Coming in at last, I think it's no surprise we have BB9E. Unlike his counterpart BB8, BB9E doesn't have much upside to him. His abilities can make him an annoyance and even be somewhat useful, but overall he doesn't do much damage that's worth picking him over any of the other characters on this list. Captain Phasma. Captain Phasma has a very fun weapon, which is her biggest drawing point. But the biggest issue with her is her dependence on one ability, her droid. While Captain Phasma's droid is absolutely awesome, in order to stack up against most heroes, she needs to camp right by it, which is both annoying to you and your opponents. With her weapon not actually dealing a whole ton of damage, it's hard to want Phasma in most situations on the battlefield. Up next we have Bossk. Bossk is a very skillful character. While picking off large groups of enemies as him can be pretty easy, taking out enemy heroes takes a lot of practice. Bossk is a character who received a lot of nerfs after launch, but can still be one of the most unique and fun characters to play in the game. Similar to Phasma, he has to either stay near his mines or his allies, which can be a real detriment to him in hero modes. I'm not the best Bossk player personally, but I enjoy using him occasionally to mow through some trooper modes and rack up high kill games. Up next we have Boba Fett. Boba Fett's mobility is his biggest strength. He can wear down enemy heroes from a distance without even having to let them get close to him. He's a menace when he's at a distance, whittling away health and helping his teammates in duels. While this does make him a liability at close range or when his fuel runs out, if played correctly, Boba Fett is a beast. Next we have Kylo Ren, the lowest lightsaber hero, which is interesting because Kylo Ren is a solid choice for just about everything. He's got a great offense that works well on almost all maps, and his defense is also great for duels. Not only that, but Kylo is definitely the easiest hero to learn and master for new players, so I would highly recommend him. He's a great first pick for your main. He's a great, well-rounded villain who can just get the job done just about anywhere. The only reason he really falls this low is just because of the competition above him. Up next, we do have falling just outside of the top 5, Iden Versio. Iden is easily the best blaster villain by far, as she is great in close quarters and out in the open. Her secondary fire is lethal against any enemy hero, and her pulse cannon is huge for taking out enemy troopers from far off distances, which eliminates one issue with her close range blaster. Her stun droid and shield allow for just enough situational use to make her a solid choice in almost all situations, especially against melee heroes and holding checkpoints. Entering the top 5. At number 5 we have Darth Maul. As a Maul main myself, I was surprised I put him so low in the top 5. Darth Maul is such a fun character to play. He's easily the fastest and most aggressive villain in the game, and good players use him as such. Maul's saber throw and dash can be partnered very well against enemy heroes to keep their health from generating, which is huge. And now that he can block blaster bolts, he has a slight bit of defense for the tightest situations. The main downside to Maul is in the latest updates his spin has been slightly bugged, so sometimes it doesn't hit properly in the most important situations, but overall, Maul is a solid pick. Coming in at number 4, we have Count Dooku. Dooku is objectively one of the best duelists in the entire game. His blocking stamina almost rivals Obi-Wan's, but he beats him on all cylinders on offense. When Dooku unleashes a flurry of swings, the enemy health can be downed in seconds. His dueling ability and exposing weakness completely delete anyone who attempts to 1v1 him. His worst performances, though, are against troopers, and that's really the only reason that he falls out of the top 3. Entering the top 3, we have a number 3, Emperor Palpatine. Palpatine must remain moving fast at all times, which seems strange when you see how he walks, but he loses health fast. He's definitely one of the hardest characters to learn in the entire game. There is a secret to him. Chain Lightning is one of the most satisfying abilities in a tight hallway, and you pretty much just have to hold his lightning and let your enemies burn. His mobility plus his lightning make him great against just about every hero and all troopers. Coming in at number 2, we have General Grievous. I am terrible with General Grievous, and to be honest, it feels weird to put him so high, but I can't deny the offensive capabilities of this villain. His abilities are perfect for keeping enemies close and exactly where you want them, for knocking them prone with Claw Rush or zipping right over to them. He's basically a lawnmower when going through enemy clones and infantry, and there's nothing you can really do to stop him, which pretty much earns him the top 2 spot all on its own. And in spot number 1, you all know who he was going to be. The best villain, and frankly the best character in all of Battlefront 2, is clearly Darth Vader. The combination of him having the highest health in the game and his incredible blocking stamina make him the ultimate tank, and he hits like it too. His strikes have a huge hit radius and deal massive damage on contact. He's easy to use, and while you may need to learn some combos to fully master him, a new player can easily dominate with Vader. But, as always, what do you guys think? Do you agree with my rankings? Who would you move? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to leave a like. They help the channel so much so I can keep making these kinds of content. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified whenever I make a Battlefront video, including some beginner tutorials, possible hero guides, and so much more. With that though, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the Battlefront.